Orientation Part 1. Welcome to the Directorate for Continued Existence. We're glad to have you with us. You're joining an organization with a simple purpose: preserving the conditions under which life and cognition can continue inside a stable, comprehensible, governable reality. The Directorate isn't a library. It's not a museum. It's not even a collection. We're a jurisdictional engine for reality under pressure. If you're watching this in a lobby, a corridor, a waiting room, or outside an access gate, good. That means the message reached you before the work did. Here, we don't begin with inspiration. We begin with procedure. Because in our environment, the difference between informative and infectious can be a single sentence delivered at the wrong time to the wrong person in the wrong format. So, welcome. Let's get you into orientation. Orientation Part 2, the 3 verbs. Our work is guided by 3 verbs. They're easy to remember because they're designed to be used under stress. Explore, examine, escalate. Explore to identify boundaries without building a story. Examine under controlled exposure. Escalate to commit outcomes before curiosity becomes a carrier. That last part can feel counterintuitive. Most workplaces reward curiosity. Here, curiosity is treated as a powerful tool that must be stored correctly between uses. You'll notice a theme in our language. We prefer words that keep you calm, not words that make you feel clever. Explore asks, where does it begin? Where does it end? What does it touch? Examine asks, how does it behave when observed? Carefully, briefly, and on purpose. Escalate asks, what decision prevents repetition? Orientation Part 3. The record can be part of the event. In most institutions, documents describe events. In the Directorate, the record can be part of the event. Sometimes the file is harmless until read. Sometimes the file is harmless until summarized. Sometimes the file is harmless until you try to explain it to someone. That's why you'll hear the phrase naming hygiene. We don't romanticize threats. We don't brand them. We don't build myths. Because names can become handles, and handles become pathways. If you're new here, you might be thinking, is that literal? And the answer is, it doesn't matter. We treat it as literal because that posture keeps people alive. We treat it as literal because we've watched incidents reproduce through conversation, through curiosity, through a well-meaning briefing, through a perfectly formatted email. If that sounds unsettling, good. That means your instincts are working. You'll do fine. Now let's talk about how we stay safe. Orientation Part 4, UCS, Labeling, and Boring on Purpose. We stay safe by being boring on purpose. We standardize how we label, route, and handle deviance so the right people touch the right material in the right way. Once. Not twice, not by accident. Not because it seemed fine. That's why you'll hear about the Unified Classification System, UCS. UCS is a taxonomy and retrieval tool. It is not a legend. It is not a personality. It is not a story you tell at dinner. UCS asks one question first. What mechanism makes the phenomenon deviant? Misclassification doesn't just make paperwork messy, it causes repeated exposure. A correct label doesn't neutralize a hazard, but an incorrect label can distribute one. So when you see a designation, remember, it's not there to make you feel informed. It's there to make you behave correctly. And yes, behave correctly includes how you think about the material. Because thought is not always private in the places we work. Orientation Part 5. Departments, Governance, and Helpfulness. You'll work alongside specialists across the Directorate, teams that explore boundaries, define behavior, forecast spread, control public pathways, and protect the organization from forged authority. Because not every threat breaks doors. Some threats break institutions by convincing them to cooperate. In other words, the Directorate's greatest vulnerability isn't always an entity in a room. Sometimes it's a procedure that can be tricked, a signature that can be faked, a directive that can be forged, a chain of custody that can be nudged until everyone is doing the wrong thing correctly. That's why we value clarity, restraint, and verification. You may also notice something else. We are polite about dangerous things. We use friendly language. We use clean slides. We smile while we tell you to stop reading. That isn't denial, that's containment. Because panic is a type of spread too. Orientation Part 6, Closing plus Final Warning, Loop End. So, welcome aboard. Do your work carefully. Keep your notes clean. Use the code, not the story. Explore, examine, escalate. If you have questions, consult your routing officer. If the material feels unusually helpful, stop. If the file seems like it's trying to save you time, stop. If you catch yourself thinking, I should show someone this, stop. In the Directorate, urgency is not proof. Clarity is not always benign, and sharing is not always kindness. You are here to help the world remain ordinary enough to live in. That is our mission. That is our promise. That is our boundary. We're glad to have you with us. End of loop.